Hello and welcome to the Dune Minute Podcast, your place to dive deep, minute by minute, into the cinematic adaptation of Frank Herbert's World of Dune. I'm one of your hosts, John.
And I am Zach.
And we are once again joined by Liz, who's here to continue talking about the universe's ugliest man, Gurney Halleck.
I think he's progressively getting uglier in your words. Like, they just called him like a not attractive person, but now he's the universe's ugliest man.
I'm just repeating what Frank tells us.
It is not flattering coming from Frank.
What's the line?
Fucking it's an ugly rolling man.
Well, no,
ugly man.
But there was a line
There's
that Liz
something,
texted me at one point when she was reading, where it was like, they were all ugly, but among them, Gurney was the ugliest.
Yeah.
Frank is such an asshole to Gurney.
Poor Josh Brolin.
This disgusting, putrid sack of shit, Gurney.
No redeeming qualities.
Nothing. Absolutely none.
But Jessica's like, maybe.
She finds comfort in his companionship.
It's lonely in the desert. So we are with Gurney again, and specifically we are with Gurney in minute 143 through 144, which is the minute we're talking about today.
Gurney's minute of badassery.
It certainly is. This is a good one.
Yeah.
But we'll get to the good parts. Okay. We'll get there. We'll get there in due time. Gurney keeps walking out into the open. The person who was blocking the camera has moved, so we can see him.
Thank God.
I know.
Get out of here.
And this is where I thought that we got some bagpipe sounds as he's going into this open courtyard-ish thing.
Okay. I will be honest with you, I didn't hear them in the music, but also there's a lot of noise going on in the scene, so it might be like sneakily buried in there. Mm-hmm. If we ever get the chance to talk to Raul again, we should ask him.
Is there such a thing as sneaky bagpipes?
That's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
In my hometown, we had bagpipe summer camp, and my friend lived across the street from it.
A bagpipe
summer camp, yeah.
Oh, God.
So people learning bagpipe for the first time.
I'm sure it sounds fantastic.
Just outside.
Don't get me wrong. I love the sound of bagpipes that are played by people that are very good at playing them. But being across the street from a learn how to play bagpipe summer camp must be horrendous. Absolutely awful.
You know, that's how I feel about the trumpet too, right? Like, I like a trumpet when someone knows how to play it, but anything other than like expert level sounds like nails on a chalkboard to me.
Yeah.
And so that was just my least favorite time, was when we were in high school band playing with the brass section.
I feel the same way about woodwinds.
Okay.
Wow, okay. Woodwind hate.
It's just...
Especially oboe players.
That's okay, I didn't play the oboe.
Especially bassoon players.
You were double reed?
Double reed.
Oh, man. I got a fucking hoity-toity double reed person over here. Mm-hmm. I always think they're better than the single reeds.
Yeah. I don't need a piece of plastic.
I think we're developing a hierarchy.
Trumpet's still low, though.
The snootiest, though, are the French horn players.
I kind of like,
I like
the
French
idea
horn
of fisting
players.
my instrument every day. They are the kinkiest.
No.
But you don't see guys playing French horn, so...
We didn't have any French horn players in my school.
We had...
What?
We didn't have French horn players in my school. No.
Did you go to a small school?
It wasn't necessarily small. It's just the funding wasn't a lot for the band.
And French horns are fancy.
Yeah.
French horns are very expensive.
Yeah.
No, we had 2 trumpets, a trombone, 3 saxes, depending on the year, 2 or 3 guitars, piano, drums, bass, marimba, and cello player were like consistent through my high school band years. I went to a very small school.
That is the weirdest combination I think I've ever heard.
Yeah, but we got to do a bunch of like really cool and like weird shit with it because of it. Granted, I was also flexed between like brass, woodwind, or like guitar or percussion stuff. Sure. So
it must have been very hard being able to play any of the instruments.
Yeah, because it was like, I need you for this here, but then halfway through the song, you need to like change over to something else.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how I was in jazz band, switching between stand-up bass and vibraphone.
Mm-hmm.
I played vibraphone in marching band.
Oh, it was so much fun. I was always a pit guy.
That
was me.
Because there's no marching bassoon.
We have the power to change that. Throw a mic on it. Everyone will hate it.
Sounds like
I can't imagine walking
animal.
around trying to play a double reed instrument. That would be horrifying.
The smoothest walk in the world.
Anyways, we're a bunch of nerds. We're here talking about Dune.
Sorry, we went on a marching band tangent on our Dune podcast.
Who would have saw that coming?
Or jazz band.
No overlaps, I'm sure, with listeners either. Yeah.
Yeah, none of our listeners are musicians at all.
So back to this chaos that is ensuing. The camera cuts from Gurney to some Harkonnens trying to board their ornithopters in a very hurried manner, looking to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, they're running head on right into the ramp, and you can see them
head on, apply directly to the forehead.
Head on, apply directly to the forehead.
Head on, apply directly to the forehead.
Oh my god.
But yeah, you see him like through the like
transported. Sorry.
You see him running through like the heat of the fires, and like this ornithopter is in this initial courtyard. I would assume this is for the palace because it looks very much like the one where Paul was, asking about the date palm trees that drank what was it, 20 people's worth of water a day.
Yeah.
And it's also where Rabin was doing his super clunky beheadings and burning said date palm trees.
Hey, super efficient if you ask me. I mean, that's just one swipe done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, speaking of Rabin, as you say.
Yeah.
Or as Raban, as everyone else says.
Rabin.
Was going to ask. It's
it's a point of contention.
Vladimir calls him Rabin.
And everyone else calls him Raban.
Okay. I think it's Raban.
Thank you.
All right, fuck me then. God damn.
I'm not taking any social cues from Vladimir.
Even on the other hand, I am taking a social cue from Vladimir because Vladimir his whole thing is just like offending people, right?
By maybe mispronouncing their name.
By deliberately yeah. So when we had our minutes with Dees, we were talking about that and how he's deliberately referring to Rabin as Rabin, and he's deliberately referring to him as a Harkonnen, which he is not.
Well, we went back on that. That's movie canon that they are just Harkonnens.
Well, yeah, but anyways,
purposely saying yes, the wrong name.
Yeah, he's deliberately being an asshole, and I know it's Raban, but
I respect deliberate assholery.
So, Raban is walking towards the ornithopter ramp, and we hear Gurney shout from behind him, and I honestly couldn't really tell which way he pronounces it.
It was Raban.
Okay, because it was very, it was very quick and barky.
Yeah.
Raban. So I can see it going either way.
No, it was definitely Raban.
Okay. And Raban stops and turns around, and that's when the music stops too. Fades out.
In a moment of poetic justice, this time it's Gurney Halleck in the Fremen walking up the stairs where the Harkonnens were walking up before on the initial attack on Arakeen. And
such a good angle. It's just like the flames and the light and they're backlit coming up the
and there's
stairs.
Like explosions in the background. They're doing the whole like superhero don't look at the explosions happening behind you thing, and there's like ships blowing up in the sky.
Well, and speaking of superhero moments, Rabin has his, moment for a one-liner. Look who's back from the dead.
Which I didn't quite understand.
I think it was just assumed that Gurney Halleck was killed in the attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I was overthinking it.
Yeah.
No, because that's like that is the like, and this is not a disparaging comment. Like that's like the surface level, but also correct way of reading that. My mind was trying to go deeper. Like, does he remember him from the slave pits and Gady Prime? And they thought he died then, and like he didn't know that he was in the service of House Atreides.
No, it definitely would have. Like, I feel like he would have known that the House Atreides soldiers were commanded by Gurney Halleck because Peter de Vries knew that.
You're right. I was searching for meaning where there was none.
Yeah. Well. But yeah, look who's back from the dead.
Right.
And Rabin goes to loosen his big old ink vine whip. Gives it a nice crack at Gurney, who deflects it with his, I think he's got a crysknife. Deflects it with his crysknife in a super like badass kind of moment, and then just like instantly just stabs Rabin right there in the chest. It's over as quickly as it started.
Yeah. He also tries to get in like a sword attack.
He kind of like sidesteps that and then stabs him in the chest.
He deflects twice. He's dipping and weaving and dodging wrenches all day.
He knows
you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a knife.
Right. So. Yeah, and he just gets the knife in the throat. Another throat.
It's like the chest, sternum area.
His hand
throaty.
is up here.
Yeah.
Nah,
his hand is at his like the base of his neck.
It's in his armor.
I'm almost certain it was at the neck.
I'll pull it up right now.
I don't care this much.
Okay. Point is,
but I'm going to assume that I'm right.
Well, I thought it was like supposed to be a parallel to what was happening to Vladimir, because he also kind of tears as he pulls the knife. I don't know what part of his body it was in though.
It definitely seemed upper chest.
Yeah.
Point is, it's not a good place to be stabbed. No. If I had to pick a place to be stabbed with a crysknife, it would not be anywhere, but definitely not in the chest.
Very true. And then he says a very cheesy line.
Of course.
For my Duke and my friends.
Yeah, fuck his sister, dude. Like, none of that.
Oh, yeah, his sister doesn't exist in the movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Good guy Gurney.
I guess. Yeah.
And this is not for his current Duke. This is for his old Duke.
Right. Right.
I mean, also for his current Duke, but not really. Like, this is definitely...
This is old anger. Old vengeance.
I guess... none of the Gurney was a slave to the Harkonnens was in the movies. Not
that made it into the movies. We talked about this, I think, a couple weeks ago, how they, in part one, had him kind of give some of the Harkonnen backstory, and then it ultimately got cut from the movie.
Ah, okay.
Which is unfortunate because,
That's a good I think it's a great character backstory for Gurney. I mean, it just gives a lot more weight to his absolute hatred of them.
Yep. Well, specifically of Rabin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rabin is just kind of left gasping for air for a moment, stares at Gurney. Gurney rips the knife out of his chest, and Rabin like falters for a second and then just face flat right onto the ground.
And what a thud that was.
This is the second time in this movie we've watched him just go face flat right onto the ground too. Because we had Fade sweep his leg out from under him and just bam.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That time he was in his pajamas though.
Right.
Speaking of multiple things happening in the movie, time is a flat circle, maybe a spiral, who knows? But we are ending this minute with a callback to the opening of Dune Part 2. This time, instead of a bunch of Atreides, though, we have a bunch of Harkonnen bodies being burned in a giant pile.
Right.
And I don't know about you, but when I was watching this, I could absolutely see just like the most mannequin ass hands sticking out of this pile, like with the like super like,
all fingers connected.
all fingers connected, in a straight line looking shit. Yeah, I thought I saw that. And I'm like, your burn body pile didn't really have a big budget there, did it? Huh?
If you're gonna skimp anywhere,
Sure, the thing that you're lighting on fire is probably where you would want to skimp. But there's one like very obvious like pearl white hand that's just sticking out. And I'm like,
Well, there was a Macy's that was closing down around the corner.
In Budapest?
Yes.
Yeah.
They got all the mannequins pretty cheap.
the old coals.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, speaking of Budapest, I have some notes from Art and Soul about all of this.
Why are you holding them to yourself? Lay
I'm
on
not
us.
holding them to myself. I wanted to get through the whole thing
All right.
now. So all of this was filmed in Budapest in October, which was like near the end of their in-person filming time in Budapest. So this is one of the last, bits that they filmed for the movie. It was filmed in a big ass backlot, and they did the thing with the sand screens, so that way it would be easier to, do all of their CGI work and everything that they needed to do with the city exploding and whatnot in the background. But Denis specifically chose this fight to be laid out the way that it was. One, it just seemed very apt for, Rabin's death to be so quick and so just like matter of fact. But two, he was, just super inspired by samurai films and how, those fights are over in a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
And while they're not sitting there with their katanas, waiting to be drawn or whatever, this is, I guess, the closest allegory that you could get in Dune for that. So
Just walk up, stab, walk away.
yeah, pretty much.
I mean, Gurney really shows himself to be the masterful fighter.
Yeah. He's, it's a shame that we'll never get a Duncan v. Gurney fight. Because I would really like to see, I think Duncan would come out on top. But it would still be a good one to watch.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we'll never see Duncan again. So
He's out of the movie.
He died.
yeah,
And that's the end
he's
of that.
dead forever. Never coming back.
So, speaking of deaths, I do want to draw some comparisons from the book on Raban's death to the on-screen death.
Mm-hmm.
The death in the book, do you remember this?
No.
Which is appropriate because it is a single sentence
What?
from someone else, like a maybe even unnamed. I think it was either Stilgar or some unnamed Fremen who just in passing goes, "Oh yeah, Raban died too."
Well, yeah,
And
okay.
that's it.
He's dead.
it's so crazy. I was reading over it this morning, and I was like, that can't be it. Like, did I miss a part or something? Nope. It's just, yeah, Ramon died too as well. But whatever, who cares?
I mean, fair, but
that's so funny though. Oh man.
So the very last little bits of this minute is the camera tilting up, following the smoke up, and we get a nice, lovely black screen end to a minute.
Perfect transition end between these minutes. Yeah. There's a little bit of like a wick of a flame at the bottom, but that's about it.
Hey,
perfect. Yeah.
Beggars can't be choosers, and this one's pretty damn good.
You know what? I will choose this one though. So. But that's all my art and soul notes for this week. So
okay. Yeah. Any more notes from your side, Liz?
No, most of my stuff is about tomorrow. So
okay, cool. Well, let's hurry up and get there.
Alrighty. In the meantime, you can find the Dune Minute on Blue Sky at duneminute.com, and you can email duneminute@gmail.com if you'd like to get in touch with us that way. Let's wrap this week up.
Let's do it.
And we'll come back tomorrow.
All right. See you then.
Bye.